So I'm going to teach you how to solve multi-step equations. I have the steps for solving multi-step equations that we've been using in class, and I also have the possible algebraic properties that I could see as I'm solving my equation. So I'm using Jamboard to solve my equation. The first step is always using the distributive property. So if you see parentheses, you know you have to use the distributive property. I don't see parentheses on the left side of my equals sign, but I do see parentheses on the right side. So I have to multiply that 7 by the 8 and -1 inside the parentheses. So I'm going to get 56a minus 7. And again, the directions literally tell me to use the distributive property. So the possible algebraic property that I'm using is the distributive property. So now I'm ready for my second step, which is combining like terms. So I'm looking for a variable or a constant that I can add on the left side or the right side of the equal sign. So I have one constant, one variable. I cannot put those together, so they're going to stay the same. And then on the right side, I have one variable and one constant. I can't put those together. If I had multiple variables or multiple constants, I could add them, but I don't. So they're staying the same. My equation stays the same for the second step. So now I'm ready to use my boxes to simplify. So I'm setting up two boxes. Wherever my variable is greater is where my variables are going to stay. So I have a -5 and I have a 56. So my variables are going on the right side while my constants are going to stay on the left side. I'm bringing this 56a down. And then when this -5 has to cross the equal sign to be with the variables, it's going to become a +5. Same thing with this -7, I'm bringing it down, and then when this -7 over here has to cross the equal sign, it's going to become a +7. So now I just have to simplify what's in my boxes. -7 plus 7 gives me 0, and 56 plus 5 is going to give me a 61a. Whenever I use boxes, I'm using the addition property of equality. So now I'm ready for my last step, which is solving for the variable or getting the variable by itself. So I bring down whatever is in my boxes. I have 0 equals 61a. And I have to get the 61 the a by itself, so I need to get rid of the 61, which means I have to divide both sides by 61. 0 divided by anything is just going to be 0, and 61 divided by 61 leaves me with just an a. So my answer is that a is equal to 0, and when I do this last step, when I divide both sides by the same number, I'm using the multiplication property of equality. The multiplication property of equality covers multiplication and division. And that is the solution to this multi-step equation.